Hi, welcome to Apsana classes. Today in this video, let's know about the minterms and the max terms. Minterms is nothing but the sum of product and the max term is nothing but the product of sum. Okay, how it is used and where it is used. For example, I have a truth table where three inputs A, B, C. If there are three inputs, we get 8 combinations, isn't it? 2 power n combinations is equal to 2 power n, where n we have 3, 1, 2, 3 variables. So 2 power 3 is equal to 8. So 8 combinations we get of input. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. 8 combinations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 combinations. Then here we get the output as y. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 0. Okay, so we are having the inputs ABC and outputs Y. Now we would like to represent the output of this truth table in terms of minterms or max terms. Either minterms or max terms you can represent. But how to represent both minterms and the max terms? First of all, let you give the naming to each combination M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. 0 to 7, total 8. Okay. See, you apply minterms at the output where there is 1 in the output. Minterms is represented at the output where it is having 1. Okay. I have told you that minterm is nothing but the sum of products. So all the products we just add, means we add all the products. So each term should be represented in product, and all those products should be summed. Okay, we get 5 minterm terms. So here let's take the first one. So here we are having the 1 where the inputs are 0, 0, 0. Then how to represent it? If we are having 1, then the complement of 1 is zeros, right? So as it is a complement, we represent the inputs as the complements only. Okay, so A bar, B bar, C bar. See, simple. It is a 1. So here we take minterms at 1. Okay, fine. But we take the inputs with respect to output where it is complement. As it is complement, we put the bar. Okay. Next is same. So 1. Okay. Here A, B, C. So A bar and B is fine. B, it's not complement, same as 1, fine. And C bar. A bar, B, C bar. Next A bar, B, C. And the next A, B bar, C bar. And the next A, B, C bar. Okay. Then total, how many terms we are having? 5 terms. What are those? Those are 0th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and then 6th. So how to represent as an equation? As an equation, it can be represented as the minterms Minterms with the function of in terms of A, B, C variables. A, B, C. So in minterms, so M. So what are we having at which terms? M0 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 plus M6, and we can represent as summation of M 0, 2, 3, 4, 6. So you write the whole terms here. What all we get? A bar, B bar, C bar plus A bar, B, C bar plus A bar, B, C plus A, B bar, C bar plus A, B, C bar. So this is about the minterms. At output once we take minterms, and with respect to that inputs we write the equations. Each term can be obtained. So all that we have to add means summify, and then we get the final equation for that output in terms of minterms. Next one, in the same example, let you see about max terms. So max term is taken at the zeros in the outputs. So zeros, we are having 3 zeros finally, as 5 are already for minterms, then remaining 3 for the max terms. So 0 here. How to represent? So as it is, max terms means product of sum. First we have to sum the each term, and then totally we have to product. So see, now here the same. Here we have 0. For 1 means complement, we have to put the complement bar. Okay. Then we get A plus B plus C bar. Okay. Here A plus B bar plus C. Here A bar plus B bar plus C. Okay. So how to represent in max terms? In max term, we have at where we got the max terms? First position and fifth position and seventh position. First position and then fifth position and then seventh position. Okay. Now here I told you it is product of sum. So we have the sum form. Now we have to product that. So A plus B plus C bar. A plus B plus C bar into A plus B bar plus C into A bar plus B bar plus here C bar. Okay. This is about the minterms and max terms. Here we represent with pi capital M. If you want to represent in simple form, pi capital M. Here too have to mention in capital. Okay. Capital M max terms. So what are the variables that we have here? 1, 5, 7. 1, 5, 7. This is a simple notation. You know, if you know the min terms, you can easily write the max terms. If you know max terms, you can write min terms. Why? So what are the numbers that we are missing in the min terms are at max terms? See, here 0, okay, 1 is not there here, but it is in max terms. 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing here, which is present in the max terms. So 6 and then 7 here. So if you know min terms, you can write max terms same easily. Like for example, if you are having 4 variables A, B, C, D. For 4 variables, output is 16, means 0 to 15 we will have. Then if we are having like f of a comma b comma c comma d, where in min terms if you have 0, 1, 9, 12, 13, then you can easily write the max term equation for that. How? Same for the max term equation, C comma D. So 5 capital M. So what are missing in the min term equation can be written in the max term. So see 0, 1, 2 missing, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 are missing and a 9, 10 missing and 11 is missing. So 12, 13, okay fine, 14 and 15. Hope you understood this. So SOP, min term, POS, max terms. So we apply min terms at once at the input. We take the bar, means complement. As it is 1, the complement of 1 is 0. So at that positions we take bars where it should be written in the product, as in min terms we represent the whole equation in the sum of products. Means we have to write the products first and then we have to add all these products. As the same vice versa, in the max terms we take the equations at the zeros, where at the zeros at the inputs, what is the complement of 0? 1. At the 1 we take the bars, but we represent it in the sum, and all these sums should be product at the finally. So hope you understood this about the min terms and the max terms. In the next classes we discuss about the con of math. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.